book of Genesis, Bereshit, it tells us that God put Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, and the verse says to work it and to guard it. Our teachings, our sages have told us that every word in the Torah is precious and eternal and has everlasting relevance. So this idea of God giving a task, a mission to mankind to work the world that God created for us, but to guard it. And there's a beautiful midrash that tells us that God takes Adam and he takes him for a walk in the Garden of Eden, and he shows him all the beautiful trees and the nature that he has created. And he says to him, I am giving all of this over into your hands. I created it for you. But beware that if you spoil it, there'll be no one to come after you to fix it up. In other words, God set the stage for us, and we have the responsibility to take care of the world that he has created for us. There's a very big mistake that some people make when reading another verse in the story of the creation of man, where God tells man that he should rule over the animals and the birds and the fish and the world. He should rule over it and subjugate it. And some people would tell us that this is a source of all of our problems with the way we treat the environment. As it were, the Torah was giving us permission to rule over the world in a way that we can trash the world, as it were. That we don't have to care about pollution of the air or pollution of the water, and we can deplete all of the natural resources. But this is so far from the truth. We're told what that verse really means is when the Torah says that we should rule over, it means that we don't have to let them rule over us. If we go back in the history of mankind, there was a time where man would hover in caves afraid of the wild animals. And man would be afraid of lightning and thunder. And floods would come and bring destruction. So we're told that ruling over the world does not mean to trash the world, to abuse the world. It just means that we should use the world for the benefit of man. And today, when there's such a concern about the environment and the severe problems that man is causing in the environment, which is reflecting on our ability to enjoy the world that God has given us, and even perhaps is putting the lifestyle of man in grave danger, it would be instructional to look at the Jewish sources to see what they have to say about the environment. And what is amazing is if you look back in the Talmud from 2,000 years ago, the Torah itself from 3,300 years ago, from the codification of Maimonides 1,000 years ago, to the Shulchan Aruch of 500 years ago, we see an amazing array of laws, not good advice or wishes, but actually legislated laws about how we have to take care of the environment. And therefore, we will see in these various codes of law, specific laws against air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, smell pollution, the general principle of not wasting anything that has use to us. Therefore, we don't take an old coat and just throw it away. We give it to charity to someone else who can use it. We don't waste food. We don't waste really anything. It's actually a law not to waste anything. And like I said, it's amazing that people think that human consciousness of air pollution and water pollution is only 50 years old. But if you look in the Jewish sources, we see in these codes of Jewish law a concern about all these different matters. And so therefore, it is a Jewish imperative. It is a Torah imperative to be concerned about the environment, to do everything that we can in our personal lifestyle, and to influence politicians and the government to take concrete actions to find alternative fuels, alternative sources of energy, to recycle, to find ways to save water, and not to deplete the resources in the world. They will not last forever. And to really create a lifestyle that is in tune with the earth that we live on. And this is a mitzvah like any other mitzvah in the Torah. It's a commandment like any other commandment. Just like it's a mitzvah to take care of our bodies, in other words, to be healthy, and to appreciate that the soul needs to live in the body in harmony, and that we are not allowed to abuse our body, whether through tobacco or alcohol or overeating or lack of exercise. The same thing is the way we live in the world is like the soul and the body, that we're not allowed to abuse the world that we live in. And so therefore, it is a Torah mitzvah, it's an imperative to take care of the world that God has given us and to attune our personal lifestyle and our communal lifestyle to fit in with the environment that we live in and to guard and appreciate the beautiful world that God has given us.